As you can tell by the title of this video, this is extremely strange. I've never had something like this happen, and I gotta kind of try and get some of my excitement on camera because I'm kind of still in shock, really. But Buddy Derek's brother bought this truck. This is a two-wheel drive 2001 Cummins, 24 valve automatic. Kind of show it to him, Caitlin. He bought the truck and it was all in primer and it had a cow hood on it. And they attempted to try and repaint it and stuff. And I always thought, I used to have a two-wheel drive like this. It was red. And I bought the truck last night, kind of, not necessarily sight unseen, but I didn't really drive it much or do anything with it. And I started thinking, you know, I was like, this thing has an air dog in the same spot. It has a sump in the same spot. It has the same gooseneck. The sport bumper was messed up right there. And it's crazy, but this is that truck. I used to have the two-wheel drive. You guys remember seeing it in the videos. I'll put some clips up of it now. I didn't even know I was buying the truck back and I got it back. That's crazy to me. Like, I'm still kind of shocked. Another second gen, guys. This is a two-wheel drive, long bed, 24 valve. It's 2001. It is a, he's just using it pretty much as a daily driver / tow rig. Has a gooseneck, flip over ball in the bed. Already equipped with a Reese hitch. Has a 4-inch exhaust on it. It's got some brand new tires on it. She's not the best looker, I would say. She's got some rust, but it's a pretty solid truck, and he did quite a bit of work to it to make it pretty reliable. I want to show you guys around it a little bit, show you what all they've done to it. But, like, they had a dash cover on it, so. All right, guys, I want to interrupt the video super quick and talk about today's video sponsor, and that is once again Top Don, guys. They are hooking up pretty much every single video now, guys, so be sure to click the link in the description below. Check out the products they have to offer. If you guys didn't watch the last video, we were using that a lot on Derek's truck, checking out, read live data on it, see why we couldn't get it to start. So that was the RD Diag scanner. We use that a lot to do some repair on a lot of the vehicles we work on. And we also have battery testers, battery chargers. There's tons of cool products. We're constantly getting new ones in the mail to try out, guys. And I really think you guys should stop, take the time, and click the link in the description below. Check out what kind of products they have. The jump packs, there was a small little window where they were, I believe, out of stock. So if you check back now, if you want to get a jump pack before you went to order it and they didn't have them, they are available once again. So the link should work again if you guys are going to get a jump pack. They work really well. I've started Cummins with them. I've started this 4BT skid steer. You know, it's got 3 hydraulic pumps on it that it has to turn over, and it'll start pretty much anything up, guys. So once again, shout out to Top Don. Check out the products, but let's get back into the video. The dash was really messed up in it. We couldn't really remember what kind of shape the dash was in, but they had a cover on it. And like I said, this thing was primered, and it's just one of those things where, you know, once you have so many secondaries, you kind of forget this cover. The center console's the same. It had the vinyl floors in it. You guys can see in the back, it had that gooseneck ball right there. It's the same one as it always had. It had this diamond plate piece on the back. I remember the bumper was in the same shape. Like, I literally bought my old two-wheel drive red truck back without even knowing it. And I don't know, I'm just in shock. I just started thinking about it and I looked at it, and then it just kind of all clicked on me at once because I didn't really remember how I mounted the air dog on it and stuff. And, you know, it's not really that rare, a red two-wheel drive, second gen automatic. And the miles are obviously a lot higher now. So I remember whenever I had the truck, it was like 270, 280. And now it's like, you know, like 310 or 315. So let's pop the hood, show them under the hood. This is so crazy. But we plan on, you know, that's kind of the cat's out of the bag. We're gonna fix this thing up a little bit on the channel, do some videos on it. But like, leave your guys' comments down below. I'm not making that up. I really did not know that it was this truck whenever I bought it last night. Because like I said, whenever it first came back around and Carter got it, it had primer on it. But this is 100% it. I remember the intake. You know, it was the black valve cover, that's been changed. I put the air dog on it. I remember mounting it like that, and it's this truck. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And there's a stick right there. It's got a new water pump on it. It's like a new harmonic balancer. Gosh, that's absolutely insane, guys. So I just wanted to throw this little clip in right here. I'll catch up with you guys at some point later on, but mainly just wanted to kind of catch some of my excitement on video because I had no idea that this is my old red 2-wheel drive. Like, and I will say, if we walk around here, you guys remember that truck? It had some rust on it, and now there's not really that much rust, so I think some questionable body work happens somewhere down the road, but we're just not gonna talk about that. We'll just leave that alone. Pretty much rust free now, minus that. Oh, I'll get a shot of that, Caitlin. Look at all that Bondo up in there. Oh yeah, that's nice. But yeah, guys, is that not just crazy? Like I said, comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Have you ever bought a truck back that's similar to one you used to have, and it actually ended up being that truck? Crazy. Welcome back to the channel. I just threw the first clips in. Obviously, you guys are up to speed on everything on this 2001 2-wheel drive that we used to own, and I picked up some supplies today, guys. And to start with, to get this truck back on the road, I'm gonna get it licensed and everything, obviously, and start driving it daily in it. And I just want to get it to where it doesn't look like total crap, because right now it's pretty bad. So we're not gonna go crazy on this paint job, guys. Let me step back here out of the wind. I just went to Walmart, picked up a couple different supplies. You can see here we got some 220, some 120, some 80, a couple sanding sponges, some 400 to wet sand it. We're not gonna go crazy, guys, like I said, on this paint job. It's just going to be a quick little gloss black tractor paint job and get this thing cleaned up. The wind is gonna definitely pick up here, but kind of walk you guys around it. And we'll get you set up, stand. We're gonna start sanding on this thing and just letting her rip, guys. So I'm not even gonna wash it or anything. I'm just gonna start sanding it, and I'll wash it when I'm done. But there's a lot of stuff that needs attention on this thing. And yeah, we're gonna try and see, once we get sanding, maybe we'll find some of this Bondo that's in it, see if we can try to see how much Bondo is actually in this truck. It's pretty packed full, like I said. So bear with me, guys. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not going to be anything close to show quality, and I'm just being upfront and transparent about that. It's just kind of is what it is. A cheap, quick paint job for a truck that we're going to do some other stuff to, but you know, making it perfect is really not realistic with the body parts that are on it. It needs a set of new rocker panels, cab corners, bedsides, like everything. It's full Bondo. It's not worth it. It's just going to rust within a year probably, so we're not going to go crazy on it. So we'll get you guys set up. I got my electric sander out here to keep some of this dust out of the shop. Got all my customer trucks moved back there, so that way we're not blowing anything on that. And we're actually not going to paint the truck here. In the next video, or maybe it'll be this video, we're going to paint it, and we'll do that over my buddy's. He doesn't really have a finish shop, so he doesn't really care about the overspray. And yeah, so let's get started on sanding, guys. Alrighty guys, I am about 3 hours in doing 80 grit on the whole truck. We've got the hood done. I mean, everything minus the front bumper and the tailgate is done with 80. I didn't go crazy trying to strip everything because I'm not trying to wrap up a ton of time into this because, like I said, it does have quite a bit of Bondo in it, and I don't really think it's worth trying to do a show quality paint job by any means. As you guys can see, there's some Bondo down there in the corners. Some rust that was already poking through where they put a bunch of Bondo in the rocker. And a lot back here on the bed sides, over the fenders. But like I said, guys, this thing is all sanded in 80. And at this point, I think I'm gonna fire the truck up and we will pull it inside the garage, pull the rear bumper and the tailgate off, clean the bed out, pull the front bumper off so I can get the headlights out, and then maybe we'll rinse it off and start, I don't know, I may hit it with 220 and then 400 it, or I may just go straight to 400, just kind of wet sand it. I'm not gonna go crazy, spend a bunch of time on this thing, guys, but yeah, that just kind of gives you an idea where we're at. So, got as good as I can all the cracks and stuff without putting a bunch of time into it. Try to get the paint something good to stick to, and I want you guys to leave a comment down below. What color should we go with? Should we paint it black, semi-gloss? I'm gonna just get the single stage tractor paint. Should we do semi-gloss black? Should we paint it white? Or should we paint it the original color, red? So leave your comments down below. I wanna know what you guys think. What color do you guys think we should go with? I pretty much have it decided already in my head, but I want you guys to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Old red is back, guys. I gotta fix something with the starter because, well, it's starting right now, but a lot of times it won't start. The signal wire was broken. Radio's all taken out of it. I got some work to do, boys. All right, guys, I got the old red truck pulled in here, lifted up in the air, and I want to check out some stuff on it. The main way, first of all, I want to show you guys that I was able to tell that this truck is, I noticed, man, that's a weird spot to put an air dog. You know, it's like a really weird spot to put an air dog. Super strange. Doesn't make sense to me. Why would they put it there? I don't get it. And now I was like, man, that's a weird spot to put a sump. Why would you put the sump all the way at the back? And then I remembered, I was like, I did that. I put that air dog on like that, and I put that sump at the back. The reason why I put the air dog on like that was because this cab, this mount here, is kind of questionable, and it's kind of, the cab's kind of sagging a little bit on this side. And there was really no room anywhere up here for that plate to fit. And that was the only place that I could put it, so I put it up there. Not really the best install, but it's still on here 2 years later, working fine. So need to service it, get some filters on it, and then you can see it's leaking some fuel out of one of the return fittings, and it's pretty much covered the entire truck in diesel fuel underneath. It's got on the exhaust, it's got on the transmission. The trans pan looks like it's leaking a little bit as well, which is not surprising. Some oil leaks on the truck, but nothing crazy. Upper ball joints have some play. They need changed. Need to do upper ball joints. Need to do, I went ahead, I seen it had new U-bolts on it, and I was curious if they were even torqued correctly, so went through and tightened all those up, got them good and snug, and a couple of them were about hand loose, and yeah. So it looks like they changed the exhaust. It used to go out the side. It's now got an axle dump on it. And questionable install. But, guys, this truck is really not terrible underneath. Like, if you look underneath, the cab is not that bad. Like, the inner rocker panels are there. All the bed supports are still good. Everything's pretty solid underneath it. The frame's in really good shape, just has a ton of overspray on it. But it will all clean up in due time very nicely. Main reason I just want to pull it in was so that way I could get the bumper pulled off of it. Want to get the sport bumper pulled off. Can paint it off the truck, sand it, and then I get the headlights out a little easier. And also want to be able to pull the rear bumper off. It just makes it a lot easier whenever you have them on the lift. That way you can remove all the bolts standing up. So yeah, it looks like we got a couple bolts back here we gotta knock out. Shouldn't be too bad. Get those pulled out, get the bumper off, tailgate off, blah, blah, blah. You guys understand. All right, guys, bumpers are pulled off. Got all the trash cleaned out of the bed, minus just the crumbs and stuff. But got all of the trash cleaned out of the bed. And bumpers pulled off. Obviously, as you guys can see, I did a little bit more prep back there. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, guys. And around front here, front bumper is pulled off of it. All right. Let's pull around back and get the bed cleaned out. All right, guys, I am officially clocking out for the day, working on this thing. We started at 1:30, 7:40, so about 6 hours total to get it to this point. It's really not that bad. I've got everything in here because I'm not going to paint the truck here. And I'm going to be transparent with you guys. I'm not going to go crazy and 220 this thing and 400 wet sand. I just 80'd it, and we're just going to sand it on top of it with some really thick single stage tractor paint. I tried to feather it as much as I can. There's not really any high or low spots. Like, that's pretty smooth. If anything, we'll hit it with a quick 400 wet sand. I'm not spending a ton of time and money on this paint job. I get that it's not the 100% correct way to do it, but it is a way that you can do it for 100 bucks. So it's literally a $100 paint job. I bought sandpaper today, about like 35 bucks worth, and then our paint itself is going to be like $57 for the single stage. And I'll show you guys what color we're going to do in the next video, but you guys need to obviously be subscribed, turn notifications on, so that you guys can come back and watch it. And yeah, so there you guys have it. Have my old single cab truck back, and we are bringing her back to the channel. She's going to get some love. Make sure you guys are subscribed, leave a like down below, leave a comment. See you guys on the next one. See you guys later.